Hi everyone, this is Everyone doing my first video in quite a while. So, I haven't been uploading videos for I think about a month and a half now, and that's because I was a bit snowed under with university work. That's all over now and I'm on holidays, which is awesome. Means I've got 3 months to do whatever with my time. So, I'm going to be trying to do a lot more videos and a lot more regularly. So, every Friday I'm going to try and upload a Let's Play and I'm going to try to do a tutorial, or at least upload a tutorial um, once a week on a Tuesday night. Um, and that's all in Australian Eastern Standard Time because, yes, I am in Australia. Um, so, for me at the moment, when I'm playing, it's a Friday night, which means it's time for me to do a Let's Play, I guess. So, what I'm doing now, apart from wondering why there's so many of those birds appearing, is cleaning up this mess that has been left in the world of magic. So, um, for those who weren't around when I started this project, and then abandoned it, magic was an attempt to bring the world of Harry Potter to Deepworld, recreating some of the more famous environments from the series in the game, I guess. Due to its large size, however, the project was abandoned and has been relaunched and re-abandoned several times. So now that I've got so much time on my hands, I've decided I'm finally going to finish it off before going back and continuing with Project Genesis, which is another big project I'm working on. And a shout out to SamCam100 for being super patient with the fact I keep disappearing. He's helping me out in the project, and I am being incredibly unhelpful to him. Yeah, but anyway, so what I'm working on now is the great library of Hogwarts inside the castle. It's going to fill this room here that you can see bounded by stone bricks. Um, with the layout of the castle, we're not going to follow the books or the movies perfectly because it's a huge pain to do. Trying to create a 3D environment in a 2D game, as you might imagine, is really hard, and I really want to get this project finished. And if I do it in 3D or attempt to recreate the 3D-ness using teleporters, it will take forever, and I definitely will not get done these holidays. So I just want to do a quick shout out because I've just reinstalled Deepworld onto my SSD, that's a solid state drive, and look at that zoom, it's smooth for once. I have never been able to do this smooth vertigo inducing zoom before on my computer. Okay, geeky moment aside, so yeah, like I said, I'm working on the library at the moment and just doing some repairs. Originally, one of my helpers, and I'm really sorry but I can't remember who it was because it was over a year ago now, had created this old library maze. Get out there, you. I'd created an old library maze, however, I am making the executive decision to pull that down and start again. Why is it raining in here? It should not be raining here. Huh. Oh well. I can work in the rain. However, I am going to turn down my game sound a bit. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Zoom. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, this is the library building. We have our librarian, a android named Columbus. Originally, yeah, like I said, it was a maze, using switches and trapdoors. Deepworld has come quite a long way since then. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to recreate the library and keep the maze aspect of it, but update it to make it um, a bit more challenging for this game. I guess, this time frame. Um, no one's really impressed by a trapdoor and a lever anymore, so let's see what we can do to make this a bit more exciting. I love this block here. Looks like there's a llama in the middle. Goodbye llama. So first I'm just going to finish removing all these wood blocks. And I'm going to use a hatchet for that because today I learned that it's actually faster to use a hatchet to clear wood. Look, more llamas. I'm not sure. I think once I get down to this section, pretty sure this is the last. Yeah, this is the last part I have to clear up. The only problem with making Deepworld Let's Play videos where you're building stuff is the clearing part of it is probably really boring for you people to watch. And I'm sorry for that. So, if you just bear with me a bit longer, this seems to be pretty much intact. Yes it is, so I will just get rid of these bookshelves, make sure fix this top layer here, because that nice section of paneling is intact, so I'll keep that. And then we can get on with the fun part, which is of course building. Okay, while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk a bit more about the kinds of Let's Play videos I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. So I'm doing a few videos on magic, trying to do a bit more work on this world. I'm going to be doing quite a few engineering tutorials and seeing how they go. There we go. Block. There we go. And the engineering tutorials I'll do as a series, so each tutorial I'll try and teach something that can be used or applied to the next tutorial I do. Zoom out a bit. Okay. And yeah, so we've finished this section down here repairing that, so I guess it's time to start creating this maze. So what I think I'm going to do is make a few switches first, because it will be really awkward if I start building and turns out I don't have what I need. So let's make a few large switches, a couple of times, 5 normal switches. Yeah. 5 doors. I've got some mechanical trapdoors. And 2 fancy doors. Fancy touch plates. And that looks like that's all I can make because I think, run out of quartz. Yes, I have. Okay. So let's see what I can do with this. Let's say this fancy wood panel. Oh, goodbye to. Oh yeah, move. Thank you. Stop moving, seagull. I don't even know why there's a seagull here. Ocean biomes and nowhere to be seen, so there should be no seagulls. Oh well. Let's start by closing this, making this a bit thinner, forcing the player through a small opening, which will then lead into the maze. So, shorter walkway. I'm not going to have any mobs in here, simply because, um, well, libraries are meant to be a quiet place, so there shouldn't be any mobs to start off with, which is why those girls are annoying me. And B, um, I am running low on spawners and I want to save those for another project, so just leave that as that. So this maze is going to start at the top there, which seems like a waste of space, but there is method to the madness. It is also not going to be the most exciting maze in the world, pretty straightforward, but it will have a fun little gimmick. So I'm going to make the player go straight to there and drop down this chute here. And I'm being very messy with my block placing. So, this is where things are going to get a bit funky. I am going to do this here. Make a bit of a crossroads. And I am out of fancy wood block, so let's make some more of that. And I really get the feeling I'm going to run out of construction materials while I make this video, as would be my luck. I might switch what I'm using to craft, actually. Drop down and... okay. Come into a dead end, because that is always the funnest part of a maze. Finding yourself in a dead end and getting very annoyed at the person who made it. And that is 3 blocks high, which annoys me. So, actually no, I won't shift it, I'll just leave it large. I might cut this entire area open and I can have bookshelves, because I forgot that bookshelves need 4 blocks of room. Now, just thinking about space here, I am going to have a up here. That is, I'm going to put something that I think is pretty cool, and I'll show you guys just what that is in this. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make the player do a loop the loop and actually force them to do that using a bit of engineering. So it's starting to irritate me. So the way this works is by taking them over here. So I'm going to make the player come up the top there, go around here, like this, and yes, I am out of wood again. Not sure if this is going to make a fair bit apparently. I just want to not use all my wood in one go, just in case it turns out I need it for backdrop, which I suspect I will, so I only have 141. Oh hey, it's Manib. And I'm very sorry if I just said his name wrong. Oh, sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. It's not a tutorial, it's a let's play. I can't spell either. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to force the player to come up and down through here like this using engineering. Okay, finishing the world. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get some engineering stuff out. So let's conserve materials. So we'll use a mechanical door, large trapdoor, large switch, because I'm lazy and don't want to have to reset stuff. And what I'm going to do is think for a second about how I'm going to do this, because I'm actually going to have to use fancy touch plates and large switches. I realized I need 4 large switches for this, which I don't have. Now there's my neighbor who seems to be invisible. Well, okay. You have no body at all. Except hands. Well, that's new. So the way I'm going to do this is with a bit of engineering. So I'm going to get one touch plate, stick you there, and 2 trapdoors, and then I am going to place a door there and a door there. So when I trigger this touch plate, my bad, I forgot that touch plate positioning has changed. So the touch plate actually needs to be where my head is. Up. Yeah. Oh, Manib left. I'm assuming he's just going to change his game version. Okay. There. I'm going to do this one last time, and if I misplaced something this time, so be it. It can just stay there, because I don't want to have to do this again. I do seem to be having a tiny bit of lag, which is annoying me. There we go. Okay, now you just need to get these doors in place. 1, 2. So when I trigger this touch plate, you can see everything opens, which is awesome. Now I'm just going to complicate things a bit by adding a switch. I'll just leave it plain. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out both of these doors, place them, and now I'm going to mine the switch, which both toggles it and switches these doors. So now when I do this, you can see they swap over. Pretty good. Which one I want to do. And now I'm going to come up here, stick a stone block there so I don't fall through, and I am going to place I didn't think this through at all. I'm going to mine this wall and stand here and not have the stone block there. So I'm going to place this touch plate here, and I'm going to mine everything here again. And so this is a little mechanic I call a flow gate or a valve, because that's the way it works. So as you can see, they remember their last configuration. That's how it was before, except now you can see both things are open. So I need to reset that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this large switch again. I'm going to sneak into here, mine both of these doors, fly back up here, door there, and everything is open again. So I'm going to open both doors, and now I'm going to mine this, which closes them at the same time. And now, if I get my fancy wood block and block this off, so I have to go this way, what you'll see is, as I come through here, that'll toggle across, meaning I can only go left and right. And now, as I come up here and drop here, I have to trigger that touch plate to be able to pass through. So this seems like it's kind of useless, but in reality it's actually very useful if you want to create a maze or something and you're in limited room. It lets you force the player to take certain routes in order to get through your maze, so I quite like it. Let's see. Here. So let's be annoying and turn this into a dead end on this side. The good thing is too, by having a button on both sides, you can get in and out like that. It's raining again. Okay, so mine this. My neep hasn't come back. Oh well. Bad face. I'm all by myself. Yeah, I'm always all by myself. Okay, thrown a couple of... You almost got to the end, but lol, no you didn't. This is a dead end. Haha, dead ends. Just to get the person trying to navigate this maze excited. We'll worry about decorating and adding in more stuff later. So, come through here. Yep. That works. It's pretty easy to see which way you need to go now. But, just for lols, I might throw in a timed trapdoor here, just to trick a couple of people into thinking, oh look, this is the way to the end of the maze. So let's see, we'll do it for 2 seconds, 3. So, go through there. Maybe 3 seconds is a bit long, but I'll leave it like that. Now we can make things a bit more interesting by forcing the player to visit those dead ends with switches. Let's see, I am going to make a switch here and blue. I don't know if that's going to work on Windows, but let's see. I'll make it say click, because that's what switches do. Oh yeah, blue does work. Coolio, I'm going to put that there. Another switch, right. Here. And stick this one over there. And last but not least, one more switch. Whoopsies. Oh, I forgot to make the other one say click. Oh well. The blue one can be the special one. So I will make that link to a trapdoor right there. So in order to get to a maze, the player has to hit all 3 switches. I'm just going to... As you can see though, if you hit all three of these switches, it's pretty easy to get through the maze. Make it a teeny bit harder. Let's see. By adding another switch right here, a grey one that the player has to meet first for being able to get to the red one. Go. Then I'm going to make another one over here, and I'm doing that again. Okay, that the player has to get there, and it looks like I've used all my doors, so that's probably going to be what I do. So now let's test this thing out. So first I want to go blue, which is nice and easy to get to. Yep. Now this one, which opens over there, up and around. I should probably also have a master reset switch on these, which, well, 1, 2, that trapdoor's now open, up. So, it wasn't really that challenging, but again, this is a library, it's not meant to be that challenging, maybe only mentally. So you come through, trigger all this, we're happy, all through, don't fall for the trick one. I should actually finish this maze. Off this wood block. And yeah, you've made it to Columbus. Don't you hate it when you're doing a tutorial and then you suddenly realize you've forgotten the beacon? Oh well, I will just simply do this and a Android proof escape. Let's see if I open this and here, seal that off. There we go, Columbus. A bit of a wall. And add another one of these timed trapdoors to let the player actually get out. Of course this does add the liability that people can get in from the other direction, but oh well. Okay. So I'm just going to go now and reset the maze. Actually no, I'll leave everything open so I can now decorate. So up until here I've been using this fancy wood panel, so I will add more of this down to here and dot it throughout the maze. I'm thinking each one of these little rooms here I can do with a different kind of wallpaper. Speaking of, I love the new space wallpaper, it's so pretty. Let's see, let's make... I don't want to make that a space room. Let's make this this big one over here, the space room, but it means I'll have to make some more. Let's see, I've got a little paper, let's make 100. Alright, let's make base room. Gonna look like pitch black probably. It appears I am lagging slightly. So just filling in all these gaps. So obviously because of the space background we can make this into the astronomy section. Remembering that this world is Harry Potter themed. But, what else we have? Not sure what that is exactly in terms of a subject, but I'll just use it for the hallway here. I'm actually pretty impressed with the range at which I can place stuff. I'm going to use fancy wood panel in gaps here, I guess, so it matches up nicely. Nice marbled, I guess, kind of pattern. Yeah. Again, I'm going to finish decorating afterwards. But while I'm standing here, I might just chuck some cobwebs in the corner. Oh. Try that again. I think I'll make that. Paper here. Like this. Okay. Drop down. While I'm standing here, I will say this flow gate or valve mechanism, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on that sometime this week, or in the next week, because this week's almost finished. Which will probably be my first tutorial. Go. This is going to come back to this room here. Oh, I'm out. I need another 20, so... There we go. In this room, let's see. That looks magical. Let's use some of that. Really big room. I have to craft some more paper soon. That's pretty. Over in this area, don't think I have any of it, but I want to use some of this wallpaper, so that's back of that. Okay, that's the inventory. Fill this in. Keep going a bit slow because it's missing gaps there, but Like that works fine if I just let myself fall. So one thing is that all these doors will need to be closed manually, which is a bit annoying, but I guess if people forget to close them, it will make the maze seem a bit random, which might make it a bit more fun to complete. Because you might accidentally end up closing a door that was already open. What else can we use? As we could always have a window room. I might do it in this gap over here. Make the top section a window. And I'm just going to place this glass. It's a waste of resources really, but I could not be bothered mining up behind wooden blocks to collect the glass I accidentally placed there. Seems to be kind of a placing bug in this version that you can put items behind solid blocks, even if, or more specifically wallpaper behind blocks. For example, if I do that, you can see how the textures change there because it's linked with this block here. Obviously that's to even it out. I've got plenty of this wallpaper. Okay. I will also use this color over here. And I'll start making this library look a bit more like a library. Up here. There we go. So our library is looking very, very patchworky, which is nice. I like quirkiness like this. The people who prefer nice ordered designs, I also do a bit of that, but for this one I want it to be a bit disorganized, a bit messy, kind of fitting the idea of the maze. The end here, I think I might use plain wood backdrop. The other good thing is you can use this change in pattern to navigate. So if I was building this as a massive maze that took up half the world or something, it would be easy for the player to lose themselves, which I guess is the point of a maze, if it's all just the same backdrop, especially if the style of maze structure you're using is really repetitive. However, you do want them to be able to navigate the maze somehow. So I think that's the entire maze now backdropped. Yeah. So decoration wise, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Where are my decorations? There we go. Of course, plenty of bookshelves, shelf ends, some tables to study on, a couple of waste paper baskets, I have two typewriter for the librarian. What kind of chair do I want to use? Go. One for now. Cabinets for quirkiness. I'll add some wine racks. We'll use a couple of wine racks because they make nice shelves. Ignore the fact there's wine on them. Okay, so let's first of all give Columbus, our librarian, his desk of his typewriter. I'm just shifting this chair onto this side. Waste paper basket over here. I'm gonna fill this area with bookshelves. And more bookshelves up here. In this section here I'm gonna have some hanging lanterns. Yay high. And I'm hoping the textures line up in the beta version. Wrong chain. Great work. Nope. Okay, I'll try the industrial stuff. Chain work. No. Okay. Large heavy chain. Nope, doesn't line up on. Oh wait. Yeah, it does the whole jump when you place it, so the other ones probably would work. After all. Which is good because they're a lot cheaper to make. It goes against my common sense to use knotted rope in a library, but it looks pretty, so I'm going to. But it looks good. 20 should be enough. Go. There you go. Up here, I might in a couple of windows, which means I actually have to take that out. Actually, on second thoughts, no, I won't put in any windows because I am out of flax, aren't I? Got that. I mean, out of quartz, so I can't make any more glass, and I'm running low on glass panels because I used it to do the wallpaper over that side of the maze. So no window for you, or if I do, just a small one. I only have 14 left, so a 3x3 it is. Or, actually I could do two 3x2 windows. So one there. There you go. And yes, I just did waste a canister. I accidentally got rid of the bookcases. Got the treasure chest too. So, bookcase, cabinet. I'm just gonna put chests in here. Look a bit. And see. This will be protected just in case I get a heap of people coming through deciding that they want to loot the crystals I am placing. Which death trap to use? Shade mushroom, and let's use this as a little. I don't think people can still glitch through, but let this just be a warning to anyone who decides to try and glitch through that mwahaha, you will get poisoned and your character will die. There you go. Bookshelf here. that. I accidentally got rid of those wine racks out of my inventory, table. You might notice that this design seems to be throwing stuff everywhere. I like the quirkiness. Back down here for a second, because I want to chuck a cabinet there. Wine rack. Yeah. And one corner of Columbus's office. And another one on top. Actually no, I won't do that because then you lose that contrast. I'll drop through here. And I've lost those bookshelves again. I am overkilling the bookshelves because it is a library. So how much left do I have to decorate? Quite a lot. Okay, well we need lighting because inevitably it's going to get to night time. I think lanterns and fireplaces are good. Places for the Flea network. I will stick a fireplace on that ledge because there's nothing there at the moment. Large fireplace here with a bookshelf on either side. Shelf ends. And I thought, there we go. And on this shelf I am going to trio utility. Chest. I don't have any stuffed toys unfortunately, or I'd stick one of those there. Doesn't make sense to have that. Maybe phonograph. Yes, that works nicely. Let's see. I'm going to make this room up here into a bit of a sitting room. So, the bookshelf. And great bridge block. One shelf end. So what I'm doing here with the shelf ends, if I can remember where I put them, shelf blocks, is you can use shelf blocks to make a mock floor that the player can pass through, but it stops people from going, why is that bookshelf floating in the middle of the air? It actually looks like there's a floor underneath it, but the player can just go through. You know, here I'm just going to have a, which is a lot, I guess it's plush, less plushy in the place it, and if I place there, place there, flying bookshelf, another bookshelf, two plush chairs. There you go. this room here is going to be another reading room, so I will stick a fireplace here. No, not there. Yeah. Chair. Cabinet. Shelves for this one. I will use the shelf and shelf end, so the room doesn't look completely bare. And I will use this as a demonstratum of, let's demonstrate something. Daguerreotypes there. It's odd. Oh, I'm assuming that'll fix itself. Library. Let's have a symposium. And I know I'm gonna put the map. Go. Actually, no, I'll move that down one block. I think that's almost done. We just need to add some more lighting. Those fireplaces will do nicely when they to life, but in the meantime we will have lamps. That room will get light from fireplace. So I can see what I'm doing. There. Come on now, so won't be long till the rest do. Yeah, that one's just come to life. There, so let's zoom out again. There's no lights over here, so this is meant to be a floor here, so I'll place that there. We can ignore the law of physics for when the trapdoor is open. And the library needs some light, but I will use a candle for that, which seems like an incredibly bad idea given we're in the library. So I'll switch that for a lantern, which will be hanging off a dome backdrop. Go. So now just a teeny bit more decorating. Going to check what I actually have to decorate with. Not too much, unfortunately. I might add in some butterflies. So that seems more like a care of magical creatures thing. Did I just double toggle that? Yes, I did. Butterflies can go along the window here. Oh, I only have one swallowtail. Oh, I never noticed the crackling sound effects for fire. Really adds to the game, I guess. There we go. I'll change that. I also like the fact glass doesn't insta-break anymore, because that was really annoying. There you go. Underneath. Can't have a magic library without some ectoplasm. I will put a sample of that on May Columbus's desk. The name Columbus is quite appropriate for a librarian in Deepworld, considering it was it Chris Columbus? Who, I know the famous Chris Columbus, but also Chris Columbus, I think it was, who directed the Harry Potter movies as well. There you go, he can be examining a nice pile of ectoplasm, because that looks cool. Does ectoplasm glow? No, it doesn't. Looks like it should. Is there anything else I can add without overdoing it? Maybe get some more cobwebs just for effect. Go. And the spiders have been let loose. Sign needs to change. Go. That's just the double text thing, so if I... Is it exit? No, it's quit. If I... Nope, doesn't work in this version. Oh. Main menu. Huh. Log back in. Go. Oh, it turns out it is damaged. Fancy wood. Yeah, that text didn't fix itself. Maybe I need to do a log out. Oh well. There we go. I'll just finish adding cobwebs and I think we're done. Note is that you can no longer do that, so it is a one-way in, one-way out. Oh, spiders. There we go, make this place look a bit creepier. I might take that one down because I don't want to overkill on spider webs. Or actually, okay. One more there because there's nothing there. I think that's about it. So I'll just reset these switches. Wait, that needs to be open for me to close the other ones. And we have the library maze. So if we do a little run through. I probably will have a suppressor here later, so I should probably put a ladder here. Let's just ignore the really weird sign. Walk past all the bookcases and up the ladder. I guess if you're watching this, then that maze probably won't be that interesting, seeing you know exactly how to do it. But for people who come along at the end of the project, this might be just a bit of fun. Switch to switch. Hold the pretty butterflies. that one while we're at it. Go. Yay! This door and the rest of the doors are open. Let's go up and around and down again. I'm not going to fall for the trap. Lights. Hello Columbus, how are you? Yeah, I've made it to the end. I'll probably add some kind of note here with something useful as a reward for finishing the maze, but for now, yay, we're done. Do I have a, let's clap hands. I can't actually see myself doing that. There we go. I'm gonna take stuff out of my hand so I'm not waving around like a maniac. There we go. Yay, you're all done. And I guess that's it for this Let's Play. We have built the Hogwarts Library. And thanks for watching, and I will see you for a tutorial on Tuesday. Bye.